Born the fattest of 3 orphaned triplets in the fisher village of Bar Akuda, the one known only as Nanak was torn from his sibling's side at a tender age. For 2 decades, Nanak waged war within the Dark Elf Gladiator pits, mastering the ways of pain and death. It was there Nanak was forced to kill his brother, Anyos. Then, on the day of the eclipse, Nanak escaped and killed a bunch of elves. Nanak made his way back to his sister, to the memories of her warming smile and long blonde hair. But at the village, Nanak found only the remnants of a brutal dark elf assault, and a single, small, blonde-haired corpse.
And we start off with Nanak jumping down a large vault. Immediately we're faced with an elf attacking us. Kill that elf. We need to go down the hallway here, where another elf will almost immediately greet us, and we'll take him out. Continuing down the hallway, we take an immediate left. We now find ourselves in a nifty little half-spiral staircase with an elf at the bottom again, taken care of. This is kind of a tricky kill to get here because he likes to jump up and down the staircase, and let's just say Nanak isn't very good at vertical fighting. Take a bit more effort here. Go through the big door behind us. Now there's a big stone wall we've just broken through. We go through here where we'll find a key that we need to get through the jail cell area. Going back up the spiral staircase, where we'll be greeted by an elf that's just spawned in. And I must admit, I created a bit of a situation here where I'm kind of floundering for a moment, thinking I've just exposed a bug that I've never seen before, but such was not the case. It was just me being not properly observant. Now we get to use the key we just picked up. It leads us to another hallway. We could, there was an optional jail cell we could have gone into down there immediately after the locked door, but that wasn't where we needed to go. We needed to actually find the second jail cell. Or rather, the third one. We've dropped into the wrong one, so we go through a fairly large, somehow unlocked jail cell door. We get greeted by 2 elves who we have to take out. And continue down the hallway. Now we actually get to find the jail cell that we should have gone through before. There's a stack of barrels which we need to jump up on top of to get back into the hallway we were at before. We'll follow that hallway down to the next jail cell over, where we can turn around and break out a weak stone wall. Pick up a muscle booster potion. Now we're going through a very dark cave, where we'll be greeted at the bottom by 2 elves. Taking care of them. Now we have this very odd stack of 2 boxes. We have to jump on one and then jump over to the other. Pick up some kind of strange power-up that causes the second box to lower and let us into another small cave area where there's another elf. Continue going through the cave. At the end of the cave, we'll see another weak stone wall that we'll take out. Takes us to a fairly large hallway where we have 3 elves, I believe. Yes. Take care of them. That's a good piece of work. Following through the hallway. got 2 more elves. We have a new elf here at the end of this hallway. You can probably hear there's an archer and he's shooting us with arrows. And now we get to take care of him now that we've handled the one that's actually attacking us with his sword. Going down through the hallway again, I managed to find a door which is permanently locked, I do believe. So we'll go back to where we came from. Now we find a door with a key kind of just lazily placed in front of it. That key is not for the door. Two elves up on a bridge. One of them will be knocked down. Which means I don't have to finish him off completely. Down across the bridge and to the door. There's going to be, I believe, 2 archers in here. Taking care of one of them now. The other one is shooting me. And there's actually 2 sword elves as well. Just thoroughly dispatch them. Taking care of the other archer. That's been done. There's a broken off water wheel that we're picking up here, and there's actually a 3rd archer that's only able to shoot us once we picked up the water wheel because of the positioning. Taking care of that archer. And there's another one at the end of the hallway. I don't believe he's going to be able to shoot me before I'm able to take care of him. Actually, he did get 1 shot off, but at point blank range. 2 sword elves here. Picked up a health power-up on a little table that's overlooking the area where the bridge was. Or rather, underlooking that area. Pick up another health power-up back in the hallway where all the archers were. And we're going to break out a stone wall, which will reveal a small area where there was another muscle booster power-up. I will be a little bit silly and try to pick up a health power-up that I didn't need and couldn't use. Go down through the bridge again. Going to have to find where that key is useful, which means we're back in the big hallway we were in before we hit the door with the key in front of it. I'm going to again try to go through the area where the door I thought was permanently locked was, and it's still permanently locked. Go figure. Go back to the big hallway again. I believe I'm trying to find a big open area where there's a ship stranded on dry land. Actually, I'm wrong. I have to go through this storeroom first. There's a whole mess of elves and both archers and sword bearing. Takes care of 2 of them. There's another one coming down the rampway at me. Another muscle booster potion. Note that I don't use any of those potions in this particular portion of the playthrough. I just managed to jump down into the base level of the warehouse area again, and was met by an elf that I chose to ignore. Took care of the archer that was in this room and picked up a health potion that was right next to him. Going to jump down again. I was almost at the top of that room. There's a reason for that. There's nothing other than the health potion up at the top. 2 sword bearing elves here. was one more health potion in the warehouse area, but I wasn't going to be able to use it, and I'm going to attempt to open another door that was permanently locked. There's 3 elves here, also there. 2 of them are going to be dispatched at the same time. There you go. Here is the area with the ship without water. That's where the water wheel comes in just a moment. 2 elves in the dried out lake bed, river bed, whatever you want to call it. One of them gone, and another. We've jumped up on top of 2 barrels, and we're now in an area where we see a grate with a lot of green liquid on the far side of the gate, and we're now having to fight off 2 elves, one of which is gone, and there's the other. We have a hallway we have to get through here. There's an archer at the end of it. The archer and a regular elf are attempting to keep me away from the contraption where we have to place the water wheel. And taking care of those 2 guys has spawned in another archer at the far end of the hallway we just went through. Picked up a health potion and put on the water wheel. There we go. And this is me trying to press a button that doesn't need to be pressed. Inuk is kind of an idiot and only knows how to say that one thing. Taking care of 2 elves back in there's a doorway that was only open once you put on the water wheel, and that's taken us back to the one of the big hallways we were just in, where there's 2 elves that have been spawned in. Going back to the hallway. And that leads us directly back to where the ship was. The water wheel has put enough water now into the lake bed so that we can actually get out of here. And we now jump back onto the ship, which takes us to the end of the level.
Lo, the amulet you wear was set forth for you many moons ago by the High Council. The prophecy told that one day a single savior would arise to liberate the world from darkness, and that is you, chosen one. Now quickly, make your way into the keep and call forth the High Council from the hourglass. I must go. The Master will hear me if we speak too long.
Sister?